And we're live. Hello, everybody. This is Kimberly Olson, and I have the beautiful Xabelina Vargas with us today. And I will also have my husband, Ron, joining us shortly. And are we on the same page, Lena?
We're on the same page, and I don't know what's going on in the back. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well, in case there was a glitch in the internet world, welcome, hello. I'm Olson. We have Xabelina Vargas. My husband Ron will be joining us, and we're going to take a few minutes, just a few seconds actually. And today, if you haven't been paying attention to the calendar, is Cinco de Mayo. So let's party it up for just a second. So get your Cinco de Mayo on. I wish I had a sombrero because that just would have been perfect. But as close as I am to Mexico, I should have one, but I don't. So next year we'll have sombreros and maracas.
And maracas, totally.
Yeah, and we'll party it up Cinco de Mayo style. Well, in case you're wondering what this is all about and why we're here today, we actually decided to start this Hangout series specifically designed for parents who choose to homeschool or unschool or road school, whatever the case, virtual school, whatever your preference is, to give you tips and tricks that we, as experienced home educators, have been able to learn and muddle through, if you will, because it's, you know, there are instruction manuals, so we'll share those with you too, but as the series goes along. But we also are unique in a way that we work from home. So not only do we school from home, but we work from home, and we have some really, really awesome apps and software, different things that we have available to us that really help us in our arsenal of being able to school and work from home. So we'll talk about those as well. So to get things kicked off and started this week, we just wanted to, first of all, introduce ourselves and why it is that we chose to be home educators for our families, for our children. So I'll jump in. Hopefully my husband is able to come back in before I'm finished and share a little bit about our story too. But we actually decided to be homeschool parents, before we even had children. So it's been quite a few years ago. But before we even had kids, we lived in Washington State. We were a little bit crazy. We moved to a new state, started a brick and mortar business, and got married all in the same month. So yeah, we're nutso. But we had a lot of friends at our church that homeschooled their kids, and we saw that, and we saw how the kids were very well behaved. They had social abilities that other kids actually didn't have. They interacted so well with not only kids their age, but with adults. And there was just so many great aspects to those kids that we saw, and their families, and how close they were. They were just amazing, the things that they got to do together, the things that they learned together. And so we decided that when we had our own family, when it was time, here's my wonderful partner in crime, but we decided that we were going to home educate our kids as well. And so we started off on the journey when our oldest daughter was getting ready to start kindergarten age, and we chose to do virtual school for a while. Actually, she's in the 6th grade now, and it wasn't until just this last month that we broke away from virtual schools, and I'll share a little bit why we did that. But yeah, we did K-12 and Connections Academy, and I don't have anything bad to say about them. They're great curriculum. They're great schools. What changed was us, really. When we started with K-12 back when Savannah was in kindergarten, it was very lenient and what we were able to do. And so we were able to educate the way we wanted to still, but using their curriculum and pretty much on our own terms. But as time went on, things got more strict, and it has to do with state laws, and it has to do with people taking advantage of their systems and stuff. So It had to do with that, but it became more and more strict. And it also, because virtual schools are charter schools and they have to take the state testing, it became more about the education was educating for kids to pass the test, the state test. And that was one other reason that we chose to homeschool, was to educate our kids, not just to pass a test, to educate them in things that would help them in their future life. We also have, because we're internet marketers, our kids have really grasped what it is that we do online and how we make money, and they listen to our personal development, our conference calls, and they say things like, Mom, that person we were just listening to, they dropped out of school and they're making how much money? So we started teaching them that, yes, they may have dropped out of formal public education, but they didn't stop learning. And so we've got them on a path now because we decided to unschool and educate in a different way. Our kids are able to do more of what we're doing, and they're still learning and growing. They're learning, you can share, you can talk. I don't want to take the whole...
No, it's okay. The thing about it is that we go to school to learn, and most people go to school to learn so that they can get a good job, and then they can, or they can go to college, and so that they can get a good job. But the problem is that, you get a good job, and then, you got student loan debt to take care of, and all those different things. So we're kind of trying to cut that part of it out, and really teach them exactly what they need to do to be able to learn to make money now, while they're young, so that they can set themselves up, while they're young, and then they can have the life they want. There's no reason with technology it is today, and the way that the simplicity of being able to make money, if you're just willing to learn the steps to do it. There's no reason to have to struggle through life like you had to, in the past, like our parents, those types of things. Times have changed, and so we're just trying to through this hangout and through different things that we're a part of, we're trying to educate, people exactly what those changes and how things can be different.
And exactly too on why wait till you're done with school to start earning money, really. Their goals are that it's kind of funny, their goals are that they want to be making 5 and 6 figures before they graduate from high school. So when their friends are graduated from high school, they're going to already be making the money that it's going to take for a lot of other kids to go through college without student loans. So anyway, that was our reasoning behind homeschooling and where we've evolved from virtual to unschooling. And we're actually going to, our plans are to evolve even more and become road schoolers. We are in the process of looking at RVs, and we're going to join the never-ending road trip and actually travel through the United States, through Canada, Mexico, whatever, and travel wherever we can and actually show our kids the history of the country, and not just tell them about it in a book. We have a great friend that road schools her kids, and they were all over Europe and visiting castles and all kinds of stuff. It was just amazing. So that's our next step in the journey, is to road school. And I know Lena's she's over there to go, because that's what her goal is too. So Lena, share a little bit about what you do and why you chose to be a home educator for your kids.
Well, hi guys. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here and being a part of this amazing adventure that these homeschool families are taking on. My little preset thing isn't working, so whatever. My name is Xabelina Vargas, and I live in New Jersey, and I have 3 beautiful kids that I unschool. And I am married. I've been with my husband, woof, since I can remember. We grew up, we raised each other pretty much. So, we started off really young, started having kids really young. What made us decide to homeschool? A few different reasons. But let me tell you that I wasn't, at first I was like, what is this homeschooling thing? And poor children, they have to stay at home all day long with their parents. And I was like your biggest critic when it came to that. I I look down on it like no tomorrow. But I met this little girl who she was homeschooled. Well, she wasn't little. She was like 15, and it was just her character and the way that she carried herself and the way that she spoke to adults. To me, it was like, wow, this little girl really, knows what she's saying and she knows what she's doing and she knows what she wants in life. And so that left an impression on me. So I started to research this whole homeschooling ordeal, and it took me an entire year. Like, what's going to happen with their social skills? Are they going to be weird and stuff like that? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to ruin my children. But I said, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. So I did, and I said, if it doesn't work, I'll put them back in school. So a year later, I'm seeing that my family, like the kids, are just blossoming into their character is just blossoming and strengthening, and I was able to just be there with them during those moments that they really needed me the most. They were all day long talking to adults. Like Kimberly was saying, they conversate with adults. They carry a conversation with people. They're not shy. People don't even realize. They don't even know they're homeschooled. They just know that there's something different about them. So I homeschooled for about a year or two, and then after that I ditched the books because we were frustrated. We bought all kinds of different curriculums, from Bob Jones University to Time for Learning and just all kinds of different things. But we ditched the books, and I said, just like the homeschooling, I'm going to try this out for maybe about a year and see how it goes. So we went ahead and we took the unschooling route, and that's where this big idea came from. Like, you know what, if we're going to unschool, we're going to homeschool these kids, might as well do it in a way where they're going to be exposed to learning hands-on. And that's where the whole idea of the RV came from as well. Like, we're a bunch of crazies. When you get to know us, we're so out of the box, let me tell you, like unschoolers living in an RV and making money from the internet. It is so awesome. I just love it. So that's what started I started to look up how to make money while you're on the road. And that's where I found my lovely mentors, Bruce and Trisha Barnes. They too live in their RV, and they were making money from home, from their computer. So that's where I met Kimberly. I got connected with all of them, and it's just been an amazing ride. It's been such a blessing. Don't mind my bird. That's my bird. He's really loud, y'all. Sorry. So anyways, he's coming with us on the road, too. We're going to let him go in Brazil. We're just going to let him go in Brazil. But, sorry. Anyways, but that's pretty much my story. I wanted more time with my husband. I wanted to share this world with my children, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And working from home has helped us to make an income to where we're going to be doing that very soon. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Awesome, awesome. And we do actually have another panelist that will be joining us in the future, Carol Willis and her amazing husband, Carl. They are awesome parents as well. And Carol, if you'll keep her in your healing thoughts and prayers, she had surgery last week, and so she's not quite up to joining us just yet. So we'll hear more about her story hopefully next week. So we miss you, Carol. Love ya, and get better, heal fast. But they took more of the traditional, well, not traditional, but they have one son that is in the regular school system, public school system, and a daughter that through the charter method is doing homeschool as well. So I'll let her share more about that in the future. But she's an awesome super mom that is going to be joining us in the future, and we can't wait to have her and hopefully her husband once in a while join us as well. So there's going to be amazing things that we're going to be sharing with you coming up, as well as what we're doing. But I want, Lena, you posted something on Facebook the other day that I'm impressed with, and it was about what your son was reading and how he was doing with that. So would you share with us what your son's reading and his excitement for what he's learning?
Yes, definitely. my son, because of, like Kimberly was saying, because of being a part of these businesses, one of the things that they focus on, you always want, just like Kimberly was saying, we haven't stopped learning. You know, we ditched the traditional textbooks, but we have not stopped learning. So we're constantly always being plugged into different books. For example, The Science of Getting Rich, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So the kids are seeing us all the time, always meditating, you know, listening to audiobooks, reading books, and we don't watch garbage in the house. So we're constantly talking to them all the time. And so my son, he picked up the book because he's very persistent. He says, I'm going to make money. And he has actually, when we started this other business that we were doing, it was a more traditional network marketing business. It was a few products that we had in the house, and he goes, Mom, I want to buy a video game. And I'm like, all right, son, well, the products are right up there. They're, you know, go sell them. And he did. He grabbed those products, and he started to go door to door, and he made money, and he bought his video game. And he can sit there and tell you how scary it was in the beginning. He went through the process of what people go through when they first get into these businesses. You're afraid to speak to people, and you're afraid to approach. You're afraid that you're going to get shut down. You don't want to bother people. But let me tell you, he made money, and people were impressed. And, you know, the neighborhood loves him because they're like, man, you don't normally see this, you know. But anyways, he picked up the book, The Science of Getting Rich, the other day. And I saw him reading it. He comes downstairs, and he's like, I'm talking on the phone, and he goes, shh, Mom, shh. I'm like, what is it? What is it? He goes, I'm trying to read this book, and you're being too loud. And I was like, oh, my gosh, wow. You know, here he is reading this book, The Science of Getting Rich. So I can't even imagine where he's going to be when he's 20. I mean, he tells me, Mom, I'm going to be a millionaire when I'm 20, and I believe it. I believe it, you know? And he went out with his dad to go watch the boxing match. I don't know if y'all saw that fight, but it was good. Anyways, it was with Pacquiao. No, was it Pacquiao? No, it wasn't Pacquiao. I don't know. Anyways, but he came home. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he had this look on his face of just, you know, like disappointment. I was like, what's wrong with you? He says, I really didn't want to get home this late because I wanted to lay down and read my book. And I was like, what book? He said, The Science of Getting Rich. I was like, oh, my God, this kid. I didn't have to ask him. I didn't have to tell him. You know, a lot of people think, oh, man, well, these unschoolers, they don't do anything all day. But no, you'd be surprised. You know, they do. They learn. And they're learning the good stuff, too, y'all, the good stuff. So I'm excited about that. I'm so proud of him. You know, all of them have their own unique, different things that they're talented with.
I love that, Lena. I love that story. That's why I wanted to highlight that today, because it's like, wow, that's so perfect. I know what we've done too, and for those of you starting out, you know, a lot of people when they start out, they don't maybe have a lot of money, but you can find amazing books like these at yard sales, at thrift stores, you know, Salvation Army, Goodwill, all of that, and they're pennies on the dollar. It's amazing to me the things that people get rid of. I'm like, these are treasures. How can you get rid of these?
Or even, you know what, Kimberly, I saw them, they're even on YouTube. Like, if you look it up, the audiobooks are on YouTube as well. So there you go, it's free.
Right. And the library, too. That's another great resource as well. But I know we have, one of the goals we've had, although living in the RV, we're going to have to put them in storage, I guess, but we have bookshelves. We have a library full of books that we've collected from yard sales and all different places, and we've read, you know, quite a few, but, you know, we still have the shelves full of books that, you know, we go back and reread, because when you read something like a personal development, like Science of Getting Rich or Think and Grow Rich, these great classics, and you read them and apply them, and 6 months or a year later, you pick up the book again, and it's like a whole new book, because you're at a different level. You're a different person. But I think, you know, like Xabelina said, it's so amazing, because my 5th grade girl, Rosemarie, she brings this book to me called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. She says, Mom, do you think I can read this book? I said, sure, you can read that book. And it's amazing. I mean, she picked it out herself out of all, all the books. But they see what we're doing. They know that thinking the right things in the right way is going to help them in their future. I have another daughter that she's in the third. I'm starting to already lose track of what their grades would be. This unschooling thing is awesome. Anyway, she's 9. There we go. She's 9. And her goal for the longest time has been that she started off saying, I want to be a massage therapist and do hair and nails and all that. And we talked to her about how owning a business is more profitable. And you can still do those things at the business, but that you want to be the business owner. And we've read Robert Kiyosaki to them now, so they know about profits and wages and being a business owner. So her goals have increased. She wants to own chains of salons, and she wants to live in a penthouse suite in Paris. So and she wants to have a limo. We have a couple of them now that want to have limos. So, they're learning to dream big, and they're realizing that there's really nothing stopping. But a lot of times in the public school system, and I don't want to bash any system because there's pluses and negatives to everything. But in the public school system, kids are trained to sit down and be quiet and just do a certain thing a certain way. We're really trained to be good employees. That's what the school system does, is it trains you to be good at your job. One big reason we've done this and we've chosen to home educate our kids is because we don't want them to not only think outside the box, but I saw a great post on Facebook the other day, let's just get rid of the box altogether. So, let's just live, realize that the limits that we get put on ourselves are put on by ourselves, and we don't have to be limited. We can choose to do things the way we choose. If we want to run off and live in an RV and travel the country and teach our kids however we choose to teach them, the point is that they're being educated and they're being taught. Okay, so now we're going to shift gears just a little bit because we have an awesome, we mentioned a little bit that we work from home. And one of the things that we do in working from home is helping people save money. And I think especially homeschool families are always on the lookout, especially when you have more than one kid, because when we talk to our kids about we're going to go do this for the day, and this is the cost, but you have to realize, kids, that this is the cost times 4. So, because I don't think I mentioned, we have 4 kids that we homeschool. So, teaching them about money and learning, and learning that everything, is costing times 4 or 6 for our whole family to go do something. And so, when families are doing something, it together, it costs money, right? And I had this pulled up and ready to go in my phone. Okay, so we have this awesome little app. It's called One Local, and here we go. It's pulling up on the phone, if you can see it. It's right on our mobile phone, and it has so many offers, and the thing is it travels with you. So wherever you go, when we went to Washington, we were at the Space Needle area recently. We just pulled up what's available in our area. So right in our little area, we're in a rural part of Arizona, but there's over 161 discounts available to us, just right here in our local little area. There's 59 savings at different restaurants, 19 shopping savings, 24 for entertainment, 15 for hotel and resorts, and let's see, okay, so 10 on automotive, 10 health and beauty, 7 home and garden, 6 services, 4 golf, and 7 car rental. The different discounts, coupons. I'm going to click on the entertainment one just to share with you because we're an entertainment-driven society, right? But there's discounts to like swim school. There's discounts to, I think this one might be over now, but they had discounts to the Renaissance Festival that we took our kids to, which was awesome.
$50 off on that one.
There's
huge.
These are nice savings. So, mission to play, it's laser tag, so you can save on going to laser tag with your kids, scuba treasure hunts, music lessons, let's see, horsemanship, so equestrian for the equestrian lovers, martial arts, there's a bounce house, learning to fly fish. So you can look, what are your kids interested in, and you can actually save money on getting them lessons, or spend the day out if they're interested in something but they're not sure how well they'll like it. You can get a discount, go check it out, and see if it's something they really want to pursue and that they're interested in, and not just, sometimes we get started in things and realize that's not what we thought it was going to be. So why not save some money? Now, you can actually get this app separate, but the exciting thing is that it's actually part of what's called our Platinum package, and we have so many discounts, don't we, Xabelina? It's amazing. We have such great software and tax management services, and we're going to touch on these in upcoming weeks. But we wanted to highlight the One Local app itself, and just since this has been available only about a month now, isn't it? About a month. We've saved $11.49. We like to eat, so it's mostly food savings. Like Panda Express, we saved $4.50, and Dairy Queen ice cream for the kids, $1.89. Del Taco, $1.10. Subway, we probably use the Subway one the most because you buy a sandwich and a drink and you get a sandwich free. So it's
$5 savings.
It's awesome savings right there. So we love that one.
The cool thing too is it keeps track of your savings as well.
Right.
So you don't have to very often, in a month, to be able to see tremendous value. A penny saved is a penny earned, and so it's actually an exciting part of our program that we have available.
So yeah, you can see right there it says total saved, and we're going to be using it even more. Like I said, it's a fairly new feature that we've added, and it's so fun to use. Do you have any experiences with using our One Local app, Xabelina?
Actually, I downloaded it, but I haven't even used it yet. Can you believe that? Right now, I'm so excited about the money that I'm making. Income disclaimer. I'm not promising any money. However, I know that you're awesome, and I know that you can make money, because with this team build, it's phenomenal. Oh, let me not get into that yet. So anyways, yeah, but no, I haven't really taken advantage of that. But I also know that there's another app that you download to your phone. I downloaded it to mine. It's called TaxBot, and pretty much like you just take pictures of the receipts that you use for gas and stuff, to and from work, whatever it is that you buy, taxes, stuff like that. So you take a picture, and it saves to your phone. And at the end of the year, guess what? You have all that information in there. You're not scrambling through receipts and stuff like that, or you're like, oh my God, I can't find that. So it's all organized. Then you go and whoop, print it out, and you're good to go. So I'm excited about that one, because the more money you make, the more in taxes that you have to pay at the end of the year. And we've already experienced that. We're very grateful for the money we make. However, at the end of the year, it's like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm excited about the TaxBot, and it's so easily accessible on the phone. You've got the Vacation Club, which is awesome. Like, you got a vacation that'll cost you probably $1,200 for a 7-night stay. You'll probably find it in the Wake Up Now for $500, $600, probably even less. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. But there's a lot of savings. You can save money on renting a car. If you need to rent a car, we actually did that. We tried that one. We utilized it, but when we went to go rent the car, we didn't have a credit card that we could use, so we weren't able to actually do the reservation and whatever. But with this discount, it was going to come out to only $130. Without it, we ended up paying like $450.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So, and I mean, and I didn't even think of downloading the app at that time. And we were actually going to an event, a business event, and we spent so much money on gas, all that stuff, renting the car, all that. Take a picture, it goes right in there. All that stuff, you can write it off. You know what I mean? But it's awesome. So yeah, but my mind is, I'm so blown away by by the money that we're actually making. I'm blown away by it. And that's it. I'm excited. So, you know, the app is great. The discounts are phenomenal. The entire company, the team that we're in, I'm just so excited about that. Oh, Kimberly, tell them about the language. I mean, you guys are homeschoolers / unschoolers, whatever it is. They have a language program.
Yes, we do, and it's unrivaled. It's an amazing program. It is used by the U.S. government. It's the same program the military uses, and so it's actually ranked really high. It's something we're going to be highlighting also in the future. We actually haven't started using it ourselves. We're so new to all of this, and it is something because I definitely my husband speaks Spanish, but but I don't. So that's one thing I want to do, and the kids want to do is learn Spanish. So we're actually going to be doing that and downloading the course and taking it. So we're going to keep you updated in our progress of our language lessons. But there's over 80 lessons, 80 languages.
80 different languages.
And like my husband, the Spanish he speaks is actually Castilian. Castilian. Okay. The Spain Spanish, which is different than Mexican Spanish. So, maybe we'll brush him up on some other kinds of Spanish too.
Yeah, they have both different dialects, which is really cool. We're actually looking to expand our business internationally as well. And so that will help us in doing that, and also obviously giving the kids a good education. Being able to speak different languages will always help. Doesn't matter what you do in life.
And like Lena mentioned, the vacation packages, imagine this. Just think about this for just a minute. You want to teach your kids, especially when you get into homeschooling, you realize you want to go out and experience life. You don't just want to teach about it from books. You want to go actually to the places, see the things, experience it, because they're going to remember that so much more than if you just read it in a book. So think about being able to look up these different places that you want to go to and have the savings and have the discounts on traveling there, whether it's in an RV or whether it's you fly somewhere and you stay, in a foreign country or different places like that, or even this country. There's so many places that you can do that with and save, because we all want to do that. We want to life. I don't think I talk to anybody that's like, no, I don't. Well, okay, there's a few people, I guess, that don't want to travel, but I can't imagine.
They're scared. Their dreams have become, their dreams revolve around their income.
Exactly.
Right.
Their dreams have become that small. If your income is small, then guess what? Your dreams become small. So that's what we're here. We're here to. There's a lot of people. I'm sure that there are some of you on here that probably don't even know. You're probably on here because you like Kimberly and I, or you're probably curious about what the heck it is that we're up to. What's that video I saw on Facebook? What's going on, on YouTube? You probably don't even know what homeschooling is. You probably have a negative opinion about it, or you probably don't even know what it takes to work from home. Maybe you're afraid, or you probably don't even believe that you could, travel the world with your kids. Right now, you're living in your circle, which your circle is probably 9 to 5, or man, you have no idea what I'm dealing with and stuff like that. And homeschooling, I can't do that. Unschooling, I can't do that. But guys, it's possible. We're doing it, and it's so freeing. Kimberly is home with her husband. They work out together, y'all. I mean, that's sexy. That's sexy. Listen, y'all got issues in your marriage. Y'all need to spend some more time together. That's all I'm saying. Get into this business. Start making money with us. Spend more time with your family, because that's what it's all about. It's about spending time with your kids. It's about spending time with your spouse. It's about traveling, seeing the world around you, guys. See what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. We're here to offer you that opportunity. Open your eyes, expand your mind, expand your thoughts, because you deserve it. You're worth it. And we totally believe that you can do it. And we totally believe that we're going to be this gang with RVs, with horns, and you're going to be with us. Right, Kimberly?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You really hit on a really good point there, because being the background that we've been in business over 15 years ourselves, and we've done everything from brick and mortar to networking, franchising, all of that we've done. And I've had more experience with the job industry than you have, but I've done that too. And I can tell you this: when I had a job, you're answering to someone else, and you have to be there when they want you to be there, and you get paid what they tell you you're going to get paid, and you don't get to decide when to have a raise, and you don't get to decide when to be able to attend functions with your kids. You either have to usually lose pay or even do the dreaded call-in sick that you have to do. And yeah, I've done that before. I've called in when I wasn't sick just so I could do what I wanted to do. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to actually lie to someone about what you're really doing. And so, I know what that feels like. I also know, as a business owner, when we owned brick and mortar business, we didn't own the business owned us. We were the chief cook and bottle washers. We were there from before the stores opened till after they closed. We dealt with people stealing from us. We dealt with the whole gamut of everything that is involved with owning a business, and most people don't understand. The upfront investments alone, over $10,000 just started. And what we have here, it almost makes me laugh, because for less than $100, you have a business with tax software, accounting and management software that can get you out of debt in 7 years or less, including your mortgage. How awesome is that? Not to mention all the discounts that we're getting. If this is something that excites you or something you want to learn more about, there's buttons below this video. You need to click those buttons. First of all, if you say, yeah, I want that lifestyle, I want to dream bigger, I want to hang out with these awesome people on beaches and travel the world with them, click that Get Access Now. Is that what it says? Instant Access button.
Yep.
If you're thinking, man, I'm just not sure what they're all talking about, there's a Get More Info button down at the bottom. Click that one. But learn more about us. Learn more about what we're about. If you want information, definitely contact us. Contact us. We're very open on social media, on Facebook, on Google Plus and YouTube. You can find us. Put our names in there. You'll find us. I promise. And get with us. Ask us. We'll be happy to share with you what we do for homeschool, what we do to educate our children, and we're going to do this hangout on a weekly basis. We're going to share with you what we do in different days. Next week, we're actually going to share with you what happens when you don't want to go to school. And we're not talking about the kids. We're talking about the home educators, because I can promise you, when you start home educating your kids, there's mornings I'll wake up and I'll look at him and I'll say, I don't want to go to school today. So what do we do on days where we don't want to go to school? And it's the parents. And we're also going to share with you the benefits and why homeschool parents should have a home-based business. We mentioned some of those today. We mentioned the tax benefits alone. If you don't have a home-based business, you are literally throwing money down the toilet. You're just flushing your money down the toilet. We've all heard, I think, and everybody on the planet has heard the saying, pay yourself first. But do you really know what that means? Do you really know what it means to pay yourself first?
Yeah.
Explain a little bit what that means.
Well, the thing about it is that, the government or the tax laws are written for business owners, not for employees. And, so if you just think about this, the tax deduction this year is around over 50 cents per mile for tax deductions. And, the cool thing about this tax program we're talking about, the tax pod, is actually written by a former IRS tax attorney. So, we've actually known of him for a lot of years, through all our years of networking, actually. Had this little green tape we used to actually give out to people to get them. It was called underpaid and overtaxed. And a lot of us feel that way. And now with new tax, there's an application that's right on your phone. And the cool thing about it is, just for an example, trip to San Diego, a team event that we were doing some videos and doing marketing and just having fun on the beach and everything. And the cool thing is we take a look and, you know, we put our mileage tax deduction was over $500 just in that trip alone.
That wasn't the food or meals or entertainment expenses. That was just gas.
Just mileage. Every mile that you drive, I'm sorry, every 2 miles that you drive, if you don't have a home business and you don't have this tax bot, you might as well just throw $1 out the window, because that's exactly what you're doing. That's the power of having a home business, and that's why, you know, I haven't had a job in almost over 20 years, and I'm not even 40 years old right now, because I realized the power of having a home business, and, you know, that's what we want to educate. That's what we want to wake you up to understand the power of what that can do for you and your life and your family, and how you don't have to live in a box. You have the freedom, and that's the reason why we chose to homeschool, because so we can travel, we can do school on the road, and our kids can still get the education to learn, and now, of course, you know, the marketing training and things like that. And so, you know, it's not that we're against formal education, but if our kids want to go to school or go to college to learn a trade, to learn to be a better artist or something like that, absolutely go and do that. But, you know, I think it's really been, you can understand that, you know, people who go to school to get a job, to make, you know, $40,000, $50,000 a year, that's not freedom. You gotta have a 6-figure income at least to have freedom in anymore, to be able to really live the lifestyle that you desire. And that's what you can do through marketing and internet marketing and joining with us. Get with the people that gave you the link to see this hangout and find out more information. Get started. I mean, you can see I'm very passionate about this, and you know, I'll turn it back over to Kimberly, because I mean, it's just exciting what's happening with our team. Tell them about the team. What's going on? Say something. She's just chomping at the bit to say something about the team build that we're having here.
See, a lot of people, you know, they've been involved in companies before. I've been involved in networking. I've done internet marketing. I mean, this isn't our first rodeo, guys. We've been doing this for over 15 years. And I've done internet marketing. We have multiple streams of income. There's affiliate products I market on the internet. There's things that I do outside of what I do here. But I can tell you this, what we're doing with our team build project turns the industry upside down. We are getting people paid and getting them paid quickly. It's just amazing. So, Lena, share with us, because I know you're excited about this. You're getting people paid like crazy, girl. I love it. So share a little bit about what we're doing that gets money in people's pockets so they can get out there and travel with those kids.
Oh man, you know, it's so easy. Out of all the things that I've done and I've been a part of, I've spent a lot of money in my education to try to learn how to really go out there and just, you know, recruit. But in this particular case, the investment is so small, and the growth is so big, so rapid, that people see the opportunity like that. So it's really, I don't have a secret. It's just people see the simplicity in it. That's what our team is called. We're called the Simple Freedom Team. And, you know, the company has been around for a long time, but our team just got started only 4 months ago. And it went from probably 4 people to over 1,500 people. Now, when you join, you're going to have access to our private Facebook group, which with that, you get trainings, and they're free. You don't have to pay for these trainings. We're not going to tell you, oh, hey, we have a Facebook training, and then we give you a little bit, and then at the end we throw in, for more, you know, invest another $800. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We're there for you. We have stuff going on almost every day of the week. I think at least 3 days out of the week. We've got a Spanish hangout. We've got Franco who's doing the trainings. We've got hangouts for the entire team where they're just there and we're celebrating. There's been so much commotion going on Facebook that we're being put in Facebook jail, okay, for just creating chaos in the server.
Just slow down.
I know. That's what Facebook is telling us. Like, y'all need to chill. I don't know what's going on, but y'all need to chill. But we're excited. So many families that had absolutely no type of skills, or they didn't even know what the heck this industry was all about. They came in, they saw something, they trusted those who were speaking to them. And I mean, I'm talking about people who they're at home and they have like disabilities and they can't work and they need to make more money. You've got families who are already creating $600 a month residual income. Like, it's not like, oh, I made $600 this month and now next month I have to talk to everybody I know so that I can create another $600. No, this is residual income, and it's simple. You know, help 3 or get 3 and help those 3 get their 3, and you're at $600 a month. Once you get 3 people under you, your membership is free. You don't even have to pay for that, and that's unheard of when it comes to these types of businesses. Reason why is I was in a business, and don't get me wrong, I love them. I love all of them. I love this entire industry because it is possible. It is very possible. But in the very first business that I was in, I was, you know, going to the meetings, and I would go to the hotel meetings. I would buy the products, and I would talk to as many people as I possibly could. They would make large investments. They would buy the big packages, and every time they bought a big package, guess what? I'm talking about packages that were over $1,000. Guess how much money I was making? $150 for every time that they bought a $1,000 package. See what I'm saying? So I was not creating a residual income. I wasn't getting that income that I really needed to take my family on the road. With this, or also with that business, I had to every month buy a certain amount of products in order for me to get paid. So here I had all these products, which the products were great, don't get me wrong, but they were stacking up, you know what I mean? But not with this, not with this. It's all virtual, it's online. You know, if you have people who, let's say your grandmother, who she doesn't even know how the heck to turn on a computer. I have a friend who she got into the business and she's barely on the computer. However, she does have a phone. So all I did was send her a link. As soon as you join the business, they give you your own personal link with a 5-minute video. Okay, I'm not talking about 45-minute video that's going to put people to sleep. I'm talking about a 5-minute video, and it's very entertaining. It's very straight to the point, very straightforward. Boop, 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 boop. Here it is. This is how it's done. This is what you get. Okay, and it sells like this. People watch it. They're like, man, this is some good stuff. Okay. So I sent her the link, and she got in through her phone, right through her phone, and she added somebody under her right through her phone. She just forwarded that link. That easy. You don't have to be techie. It's a very simple thing to do. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm not a professional in this, guys, but people see it. I really don't have to do anything but share. I'm not even selling. I'm sharing it. That's what I love about this. You know, my husband's a salesperson. He'll sell you a piece of gum. I'm not a salesperson. I just share, you know. I just share, and that's why I'm getting so many awesome results, and that's why everybody else is getting so many awesome results, because they see it. They see it, right, Kimberly?
Exactly, exactly. And I wanted to add to that just a little bit too, the fact that what's different is that you're not doing this by yourself either. In so many other things, you know, businesses and you know, structurally speaking, you had to be the one to recruit those 3 people who recruited their 3 people. You had to do it yourself. In our system right now, no, that's not how it is. You have a whole team of people above you that's working for you. So whether you recruit that person or someone above you places someone under you, it's the same. So you have a whole team of people that their goal is your success. And that's so refreshing in this industry because, you know, in the affiliate stuff that we were doing, you know, just you know, we still do. But the thing is I can sit there all day and say, oh, here we are at McDonald's, and here we are at the movies, and here we are at the beach, and we just made $500, and we just made $200, or we, you know, whatever the case may be, we made all this money. But my team, you know, the team of people, they weren't saying the same things because most people, when they get started in the industry, have a job or they have family, you know, they're homeschooling their kids, and they don't have a ton of time to dedicate to building a business. But when you have people, marketers like Ron and myself and Lena that have the time and we have the experience, we're working with you, and there's a whole group of other people, Franco and Bruce and Tricia. I can name people all day long that are going to be working for you. And we have that experience. It doesn't matter if you're the one to bring someone in or we put that person under you, you're going to get paid. Once you get those 3, your membership's free. Once you get 12, you're at $600 a month. When those 3 get their 3, again, it's not them doing it. It's all of us together as a team. It's a team build project. It's completely refreshing. So now, instead of me saying, we're at the beach and we made $3,000, I can say, we're at the beach, and Michelle and Lena and Randy and Dustin and Richard and George and everybody, there's so many, Ivan, so many people that made money at the beach today. It's not just us. It's our team. And it's different. It's refreshing. Very refreshing. So you're not by yourself. So find out what it is we're doing. If you're like, man, yes, that's us, click that Get Instant Access button. If you're like, man, I just need to know a little bit more about this team and what they're all doing and what all this discount stuff is, click the Get More Info button. You click one of the buttons and get with us today. With that, Lena, do you have any parting thoughts you want to share with people?
I do. We're going to be here every Monday, Lord willing, if we're healthy and we're able. We're going to be here every Monday. If you look up at the very top and you see that little link at the top, it says wakeuphomeschoolparents.com/ID equals. As soon as you join, right there where it says either Kimberly's name or my name, you're going to replace that with your name, with your Wake Up Now name, right, Kimberly? Yeah. So you're going to replace that with your Wake Up Now name, and guess what? All you got to do is just share that link. All you got to do, we're the ones that are going to be talking. We're the ones that are on camera and sharing this opportunity. So it's that easy, and once they click on that little button that says, join now or get more info, guess what? That goes directly to you. So you can share that through a phone. You can share it through the internet. You could share it through an email. It's that easy. It's that easy. You could do it while you're at work. Let's say you're at work and it's 2 o'clock and you're like, oh man, Kimberly and Lena are doing their thing with the homeschoolers right now. Let me go ahead and share that link with my friends. Post it on Facebook. People see it. People click on it. I made a little promotional video. That's how easy this is. Okay? You're just basically sharing. You're sharing. You're saving money. And you're making money. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I just want to leave you with this, okay? When I started, I invested less than $100. 3 weeks later, I'm making $100 a month residual. About a month and a half, 2 months later, I'm making $600 a month residual, okay? About 3 months after that, I'm making $700. 4 months after that, I'm making $1,000 a month residual. In about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be at $2,500 a month residual income.
Yeah.
Way to go, girl.
Yeah. And I don't even know where I can tell you where I'm going to be in 4 months from now. I'll probably be at 5,000. See what I'm saying? We already have my upline, Bruce and Tricia Barnes. I love them to death. Find them on Facebook. The Naked Hippies Road Trip, I love them. They're already at 5,000 a month, and all they're doing is just they're in their RV and they're taking off to people's houses and they're helping them, man. And all that goes on their tax write-offs, all that gas, all that stuff, all that money that they're spending. They're spending time. They're visiting people and making money and living life, and they're having a great time. Residual income, okay? I need y'all to understand that. If you get sick for an entire month, guess what? You still get paid. If you go off on vacation, guess what? We're still going to be here doing these Google Hangouts. Franco's still going to be there doing those trainings. Those little links are still going to be there for you. You can take off for an entire month and not even look at what's going on, which you won't do that because you'll be so excited to see what the heck is going on. Just share that link. That's how that's the power in these types of businesses. See what I'm saying? So, I invite you guys, click on that link. Don't think about it too much. You know why? Because get a lot of doubts and stuff like that that come through your mind. If you want to learn more, totally learn more, you know. But hey, guys, 4 months, 1,600 people, 4 months, $25,000. I mean, $2,500 a month. A lot of people are winning here, guys. It's a no-brainer, all right? And we would love to have you guys. We would love to help you. We would love to set you free.
That's right. It's time for everyone to win. It's time to keep flipping those tables and helping everyone win. And I just want to add too, we do have the income at the bottom of this page as well. So you know, if you want to find out exactly what incomes are being made with our company, we're open about it. We're honest about it because you know we're doing things different here. And so definitely that's available to you. And get with us. We want to work with you. We want to party with you on the beaches, because like she mentioned, you know, Bruce and Tricia traveling around writing all this off and working with their team. The thing is, they're having fun. I mean, it's not work when you enjoy what you do.
That's right.
And that's key right there. Is when you enjoy what you do, no longer is work. This is fun for us. I love hanging out with Lena, and I love when Carol joins us. She's amazing too. It's going to be awesome. So join us next week. Again, we're talking about what to do when you don't want to go to school, and also why you need a home-based business if you are a homeschool family or any family, but specifically we're talking about homeschool families and unschool, road school, virtual school. We're all lumped together under that umbrella. So get with us and click the links below. Join us next. You know, if you click that link below, the next week hangout, we actually have free training tomorrow that Franco does, and we have another training on Wednesday. And if you click that link below, when you click that link below right now, you'll be able to promote those with your links tomorrow to invite your friends and the people you know to these free trainings, and let Franco sell for you. You know, let Dawn and Tracy sell for you. Let us sell for you. So by next week, you could have your 3. So with that, click the link below, and we can't wait to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye.